by the laws concerning apartheid?
Well, apartheid was a bad thing. Should never have happened. As a child growing up, I only became aware of apartheid when I was in my teens. Because at the time you actually think this is the way everybody should live. The segregation, blacks one side, coloureds one side and whites one side. It affected us because we had to fight harder for what we had. We had to work harder, we had to prove ourselves 10 times more than what our white counterparts did. So basically it affected us because we couldn't live where we wanted to, we couldn't go into places, into restaurants where we wanted to. So, it was bad.
Yeah. What are some of the traditions your family practices?
Traditions in terms of cultural traditions or religious traditions?
Well, yeah, just kind of both tied in together.
Yeah, our family is Christian and we are church-going people. We're very active in our church. My daughter sings in the choir and she plays piano. My husband plays the piano and the organ. And family being together is quite important for us. It's a very, very important tradition to have our meals together and just interact as a family.
That's really good. How do you feel the new South Africa is making progress?
The new South Africa has definitely made progress since 1994. As I said in the first question, apartheid was bad and we were always sandwiched in the middle and we always had to prove ourselves better. So now we are free to go anywhere, we're free to sit anywhere, we're free to go to any beaches, eat at any restaurant. And it's also when it comes to in the teaching profession in particular, because my husband is a teacher, it's a lot better because in the past they would get paid less than the other race group. And so everything is fair. And sorry, I forgot to mention also what was very bad in the apartheid time was the forced removals from certain areas where blacks and coloureds were just bulldozed out of areas and they were just stuck somewhere. Yeah, so that has all changed. We can live where we want to, we can go where we want to, and there's equal rights for everybody.
That's really good. What was the worst part about the apartheid?
The worst part of apartheid for me was the way the blacks were treated. They were treated worse. They were worse off than the colours and the Indians. They brought out this pass law where they couldn't even walk in the street without being stopped by a cop, and if you don't have your pass you get thrown into prison. And I also think, Madiba Mandela, being in Robben Island for all this time, 27 years, that was bad. And for him to come out of prison and forgive everybody that did it to them is brilliant. So
yeah, he was a very strong man, it sounds like.
Yeah.
And it just makes you
he's
wonder.
Our hero. He is our hero.
It makes you wonder what he could have done in those 27 years
exactly.
that he was in prison.
Always did,
Well, thank you very, very much.
Pleasure.